This week I thought we could talk about matter, and we're going to start today with a book, What is Matter? Maybe you're not sure, so as I read the book, pay attention, see what clues you can find to answer the question, what is matter? What is matter? Matter is everywhere. Matter is everything around you. This book is matter, the ocean is matter, the sky is matter. Fast fact, an empty jar is not really empty. It is full of air. This room is full of different kinds of matter. As you look around the room, look for some matter. Everything you see is matter. They said that a jar is full of matter, an empty jar has air. So there's also air in that room that we don't see. We don't see all matter. Some of these pillows are different in size. Some are different in color. You can sort them by size and color. Matter is not all the same. Matter can be soft like a feather. It can be hard like a table. You can sort matter. You can sort matter by color. You can sort matter by shape. There are many ways to sort matter. Compare and contrast. How are a table and a pillow the same? How are they different? What is a solid? If you turn over a wooden block, it is still a wooden block. Its shape stays the same. The wooden block is a solid. A solid is a kind of matter that keeps its shape. All of these objects are solid. None of these change shape. We can move them, we can turn them over. My mouse from my computer, no matter how I move it, it doesn't change shape. It's a solid. A pencil is a solid. This ruler tells you how long the pencil is. You can measure solids. How long is a wooden block? A ruler can measure it. You can measure how long a solid is. Length tells us how long a solid is. You can measure length with a ruler. Remember in math when we were measuring things earlier this year? All those things we were measuring were solids. We were able to measure how long they are. Main idea and details. A rock is a solid. How can we measure the length of a rock? Think about that, friends. What could you use to measure the length of a rock? What is a liquid? What shape is milk? Is milk tall in a bottle? Is it short and round as in a glass? Does milk always have the same shape? Liquid can be any shape. This river flows between its banks. It takes the shape of the land around it. Milk does not always have the same shape. That is because it is a liquid. A liquid is a kind of matter that flows. It has no shape of its own. It takes the shape of its container. Main idea and details. Pour water from a glass into a bowl. Why does it have a different shape in each container? That's something easy you can try at home is take a container, a glass of water, pour it into a bowl and see how it changes shape. I have a solid here, my coffee cup. It doesn't change shape, but the liquid inside coffee does. Think about what would happen if I poured the coffee out of my cup. It's going to spread out because it's not going to be in a container. What is a gas? A gas is a kind of matter that does not have its own shape. It takes the same shape as the container that holds it. A gas spreads out. It fills the container that holds it. Gases spread out to fill these balloons. You cannot see most gases. You cannot see the air in these bubbles. Air is made of gas. Air inside a soccer ball takes the shape of the soccer ball. Air inside a football takes the shape of the football. Compare and contrast. How is a soccer ball different from a water balloon? They are filled with the same kind of matter. If we look at this bowl of lemons sitting on my table, they're not real lemons, they're plastic. So this bowl, although it looks like it only has one kind of matter in it, it actually has two types of matter. There are the plastic lemons, but inside of the lemons is air. So there's air filling that up. And then inside the bowl, in all the empty spots, there's air filling up my bowl where there are no lemons. Changing matter. Heating and cooling can change matter. Water can be a liquid, a solid, or a gas. When liquid water freezes, it turns into solid ice. When ice gets warm, it turns into a liquid. Steam is water in the form of a gas. Compare and contrast. How are steam and ice alike? How are they different? These ice cubes are matter. They are solids. Watch how a liquid can become a solid. Put water in an ice tray and put it in the freezer. That's another simple science experiment you can try at home. You don't have to have an ice tray. You could use any plastic container. Ask an adult to help you put some water in it. Put it in the freezer and see how it changes as it freezes. Summary. Matter is everywhere. Solids, liquids, and gases are three kinds of matter. A solid keeps its shape. Liquids and gases take the shape of their containers. Matter can change. At the end, there's a glossary. If you need to look again at what gas, length, liquid, matter, solid, or steam mean, you can pause here. And here are some questions that you can pause this and answer. If you need to go back through the book, remember, a good reader doesn't always remember everything, but they can go back and look. There are also some activities. This one says, with a partner, list solids, liquids, and gases in the classroom. Since we're not in the classroom, you could do that at home. And then here's an activity you can do at home with an adult family member. You can observe and describe water as a liquid and ice and as steam.